So we've got the One Nation champions, France. This is going to be for the ability to get a Footies El Waran. They have not stopped with this, and to be honest, I don't know how many people have actually done them. Let me know down below if you've done more than one of these, where you have to play with a full squad of France, or French. Now, this one's probably the easiest because the French squad is magnificent, like most of them now, but they seem to have been one that everybody seems to collect, especially if you've got an Mbappe up front, and it is the same. You only get one player, unfortunately, and you do get a decent amount of packs. I don't know if it's worth the stress as such, but you can get definitely the first four done pretty comfortably, just because I feel like a lot of people should be able to get 3 to 4 wins in the qualies, and then the rest of the matches you could just play and lose. It makes no difference, and this can be done just from playing the qualifications. Obviously with the win 4, 6, 10 and 12, maybe a little bit more difficult. I think I could probably get to the 6, but after that, especially with nobody else doing it, or at least I'm not coming up against anybody else is doing it, it does get a little bit tricky if you don't have the best squad. So let's have a look what squad I've got. Now obviously with France, I should have a pretty okay team. That's a very good start to a Spanish team. Now France, yeah, I reckon I've got a few decent players. I'm trying to think of keepers, to be honest. If you're looking for coins to finish off FC24, I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable. But make sure to use the code GTT at the end of checkout for 6% off every order. That might be where it kind of falls down. Apparently, I've already got a French team, but let's have a look and see what we've got going on then. French keepers, yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be a little bit lights out there. That might be needed to be improved. We've obviously got Klaus going on at right back, very nice. We'll take out the loans to start with, just to see what the team's looking like. We have Saliba and a ultimate birthday Varane. I want to say, is that an evolution Varane, in fact? Yeah, Ultimate Birthday Evo, so that's not terrible. Left back, we've got a Mendy, probably the best one you can get, other than Theo Hernandez as well. We have Barcola on the right, fantastic. In the midfield, we have got Grace and Abile. Let's have a look and see if there's any other positions. We've obviously got Ribery, Zidane, Capu. I'd probably stick with that, and I think left wing, you know what? I weren't actually that happy with Ribery. I thought it was an okay card, but we'll stick with that. Is that another Evo? Wow, I've been doing some Evos that I forgot about. We will go, as much as I would go with Mbappe, I'm going to go a bit of Greasy and also Giroud up top, because what I more than likely will do is take out Griezmann, and because you can obviously use a couple of loans going on, I might even chuck in a cheeky Mbappe in there. I don't even know what thingy I've got actually, what different loans I've got. So let's just whack everybody in. We'll then have a look and see what loans I've actually got, because we got, don't I have a Kolo Muani? Do I not? I must not have, because he's not there. But okay, so I got Kolo Muani. Team of the year is what I've got. Zidane, Trezeguet, Desailly's not a bad shout if I wanted to shore up that defense. We have a bit of Renard, Henry. I don't see any keepers. Okay, it's an interesting one in itself, but it's definitely better than most of the teams we've had, especially consistently as well. In terms of French keeper, Lloris is looking good now, to be honest. But Lloris is going to be number 1, or it's going to be Aurelio. I couldn't say that name then. Zidane. Okay, so yeah, Lloris is now looking pretty fantastic for an SBC. So that will be what it will be. So let's have a look and see what the best French team you could go. So if we go Fran, just because I've already used F-A-R, F-R-A in fact. So we know Lloris is number 1 there. That's pretty simple. I will stick with the 4-4-2 because it's what I would normally go with. Right back, I feel like I just have to go with Klaus, to be honest. I know he comes under right wing back. So we've got him in there. So that's a number 1 position. You're obviously looking at Saliba, and I'd probably say Konate, to be honest. Theo Hernandez or Mendy. I've been a really big fan of Mendy, but I do really like that Theo. It's the highest rated you can get, obviously, but an incredible card. Right, in fact, we'll go with the midfield first. Let's see if we can get any centre mids. We'll look at Camavinga And you know what? We'll throw in a cheeky Vieira. As much as I love Zidane, it's most definitely Vieira there. So let's have a look at left wing, right wing. So left wing, what I would probably do in this scenario is, if obviously it's not necessarily a problem with coins, I'd go with Mbappe. Oh, no, he can't play left mid, can he? So what I would have to do is I'd have to do what I normally do in my main team and change over to a 4-2-4 and then change it in game to have the right mid, left mid. So it would be the same format, but it's just the fact that Mbappe can only play with a left wing rather than right wing. Right wing more than likely will go with Dembele, quite an easy one. And then strikers for me will be Kolomoan. No, it won't. It'll be Thierry Henry, and I'd go between either the Griezmann because he's unreal, or I go with a controlled lengthy Giroud. For this purpose, I'll go with Griezmann. To be honest, you could go with Griezmann, Kolomoane, or Giroud. And I think that would be as good as you're going to get it. That would be a very expensive team, to say the least, but I feel like that would be number one on my list. Granted, you could swap a bit of Greasy going on there if you wanted to go for maybe more of the kind of attacking option with Mbappe instead. It's more than possible. So that is going to be the best team you can get versus my team. It is a bit of a comparison there. El Shawari, looking decent, 5-star, 4-star. I really think they could have gone with a 5-5 for him, to be honest, especially if this is the last card that he's going to go for. It is what it is. He's got the rapid, the finesse, the whipped pass, and the flair, so very decent across the board there. Let me know if you are going to complete it. It is as standard as you like in terms of what you've got to do. It's more actually doing it that's the hard part.